Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and so if you me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon, today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Santa Lucia, Nate's Path. So y'all, before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Phew! Looks like you lucked out, eh, Zach? Excuse me, everyone. A loud, booming voice echoes across the hall from somewhere in the center. If I may have a moment of your time, please. I'm proud to announce that we have a special guest with us here tonight. Oh, her, okay. Standing next to the mentor is none other than Dr. Hernandez. What the hell is she doing here? President Hernandez would like to say a few words to us. Thank you. She dismisses the mentor and begins her speech, managing to project her voice surprisingly well without a microphone. I hope everyone has had a wonderful experience for the service trip. This has been a proud USL tradition for decades, and I'm so glad you were all able to participate. Every year I secretly join one of the locations so I can see our students contributing to the health and strength of our communities. This year is particularly special to me because the Cambrian Valley holds a big place in my heart. It is one of my favorite places in California, and I serve as a member of the board that oversees its conservation. I really have to thank you all, for you've done an incredible job today. This is the cleanest I've ever seen the park. Bravo! In the distance, I can hear one guy yell out in excited, Yeah! I hope this experience has taught you about the value of community service. Maintaining our world is not just important, it is our moral obligation. Looking at the students we have this year, I can say the future looks quite bright. Thank you for your time. As she finishes her speech, she receives a brief applause. She then makes her way towards the exit, when a pair of rangers escort her out, presumably to a private cabin somewhere a lot of people like her go. God, I can't be the only one who finds her kind of weird. Not to mention how I keep running into her in strange places. I look over at Zach and I see he's fidgeting in his seat, poking at his dinner with a fork. You okay, dude? Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little tired, I guess. Same. Listening in, I can hear that everyone else in our group has started conversations with each other. At the moment, there's only one thing I feel like talking to Zach about. So, Did Russell take off already? Oh. No, he didn't. Really? He had figured he'd have left us behind by now. He stayed with me the whole day. I raised an eyebrow at that. Chris didn't mind? If you're wondering where he's at, he said he's gonna be on the overlook. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. He probably didn't want to be around the other mentors. Smoking. Zach says that with a surprisingly bitter tone. Not a fan of that, huh? It's a disgusting habit. I wish he wouldn't do that. He doesn't realize... He trails off at the end. It's nothing. Never mind. Alright. Alright, then. Satisfied with how much of my meal I finished, I put my fork down and stand up from my seat. Hooah! I stretch out my arms and back for a bit, since they're still sore from work earlier. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go check in on him. Are you alright here without me? I'm sure I'll manage. Awesome. If anyone asks, just say I needed some fresh air. I'll see you in a bit. See ya. I could just stick around and listen to the story Nate's telling about his high school days, but for some reason, I feel compelled to talk to Russell. It's a feeling I can't shake. Oh boy. I'm gonna finally confront him about this. I follow the signs leading to the back exit. As I step out and close it behind me, I'm struck by the loud locking sound it makes. What the hell? I tried jiggling the doorknob to check, but it seems the door locked behind me. Piece of shit. Looks like I'm gonna have to go all the way around to the front if I want to get back inside. Whatever. The cool evening breeze blows past my face, almost as if to apologize for how hot the weather was today. Second, water time. Alright. That one is done. On to the next. It's pretty late, so the sun is quickly setting behind the mountains and ocean in the distance. With hands in my pockets, I step out onto the dirt path. In front of me, it branches in two directions. To the left, it leads to some tool and firewood sheds. I can vaguely make out a few mentors, including Chris, gathering handfuls and carrying them somewhere. Probably for the bonfire. The path on the right, however, leads towards the cliffside and the spectacular view it holds. Knowing it's most likely where the overlook is, I continue down that way. A raised wooden platform sits at the far end of the cabin with a small set of stairs leading up to it. Near the base, there's a safety guidelines billboard instructing guests on the proper use of the overlook. As I get closer, I see a cloud of smoke escape the mouth of a very distinct figure standing on it. Russell stares over the edge as the sun sets in the distance. Wonder how long he's been here. And for a moment, I start to reconsider what I'm about to do. I look around once again, making sure this is the right time to do this. Nobody else is around. They're either inside or busy preparing the bonfire. Push him. This is it. This is my chance. I carefully approach the distracted lion, trying to make as little noise as I can. I have to do this. I have to know what happened with that girl. Hey, Russell! The lion turns around as I reach the top of the stairs, seemingly caught by surprise. Ben? Yeah, last thing I expected right now was company. He waits for me to join him next to the wooden railing. Not wanting to leave him hanging, I do so. We stand together for a bit, just watching the sunset. The valley stretches out before me in all its glory. I trace the river as it cuts through the forest and makes its way towards the ocean. The water is tinted an orangish-red hue as the sun slowly converges onto it. It's such a beautiful sight. And it would have been so much better if I didn't have the thing on my mind. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. The lion lets out another puff of smoke and watches as the cloud dissipates in the wind. The whole park is quite nice. See why I didn't mind coming out all this way? I even had a slightly above-average time cleaning up the trails with Zach. I could tell he didn't want to be around Chris any more than I did. That guy's a lot more manageable when you have somebody sane nearby, huh? I mean, it's true. I didn't want to stick around because I wanted time away from his hyperactivity. Yeah, you're right. I take it you had a slightly above-average time, too. Huh. I chuckle under my breath. I'd say it was a bit more than slightly above average. Good, I'm glad you had fun. If the school's gonna make you do menial labor, you might as well make the best of it, right? For sure. I continue staring out at the sunset as another silence grows between us. So, thanks for introducing me to Zach. Eh? I look over at him as he lets out another puff of smoke. It's weird, there's something about that guy. I don't know how to explain it, but it's weird. I'm not sure I follow. I'm just glad I met him, that's all. So thanks for introducing him to me. You're welcome, I guess. I shove my hands deeper into my pockets. Come on, Ben, don't chicken out now. Who knows when the next time you'll have this opportunity will be. It's so frustrating. I wish I never eavesdropped on the mentors that night. I can feel him looking at me. You okay, kid? Let out a long sigh. It's now or never. Not really, no. Yeah, I had a feeling you weren't doing well. You've been acting kind of off lately. What's up? I heard a rumor about you. Is that so? What's it about? I'm a beast in bed? I can assure you that they're exaggerating. Well, just a little. Not quite. Okay. What is it then? I shake my head. Look, I'm just going to come out right now with it. I can tell his expression has turned grim. He probably knows what's coming. I heard a rumor that you raped a girl last year. I want to know if that's true. I actually like how there's just this long fucking pause. Holy shit. He stares down at me for an uncomfortable amount of time. And without answering the question, he turns to face the sunset again. Let me guess, the Aussie finally found his testicles and told you about it. No, he didn't. Not technically, anyway. I kind of overheard him talking about it with the other mentors. He continued staring off into the distance. I should have known. It was naive of me to think otherwise. What? There's no way I was ever going to be ready to deal with this. Fuck! He slams a fist down on the railing, leaving a noticeable crack in the wood. The scratched-in graffiti heart now has a fissure going through it. Did I already save it? Yeah, I think I already did. Okay. Think I already did? Yeah. Russell takes a deep breath, then drops his cigarette on the ground. Before I'm able to even process what's happening, he stamps out the embers with his foot, then kicks the thing over the edge. Look, calm down. His glare cuts through my soul like a knife. It's like he's asking, how could I do this to him? I just want to know. Is it true? What do you think? Shit, what do I think? Russell's the first friend I've ever made at USL. And he's done so much for me in just a week. However, he's been leading me on this whole time, too. Every time the topic has a chance of being touched on, he brushes it off. I'll tell you when you're older, kid. Why would he do that? Does he not trust me? Well, why would you trust someone you just met, right? But if that's true, then why go through so much effort for me? Why buy my textbooks? Why give me a private tour of the school? Why? Is he trying to win me over? Holy shit! Without saying a word, he takes off down the stairs. Hey, wait a second! I didn't even say anything! Believe what you want to believe. He doesn't even look back. I watch from the overlook as he makes his way towards the parking lot. He throws open the door to his car, slams it when the minute is driving for the exit. What the fuck, man? I stand there, dumbfounded. He didn't even try to defend himself. In the distance, I can hear the sound of a car slamming on the gas, making the engine rumble hard enough to shake the trees. The sound of my first friend here, most likely exiting my life for good. The bridge burned. I lean on the railing and stare out at the sunset. The sun's just about to hit the water. God damn it. Why couldn't he just say something? Was it so hard to give me a yes or a no? Why did he have to reverse it on me? It's because it's true, isn't it? He had nothing to say because it's true. I take a deep breath. I close my eyes. No wonder he was trying to get close to me. I was probably going to be his next victim. Fucking hell. And what about Zach? Shit, I put him in the line of fire today without even thinking. Oh god, I was so careless. I knew this beforehand, I did it anyway. What if he were raped and left in a ditch somewhere? It would have been all my fault because I wanted to trust Russel so bad. The corners of my eyes start to sting. So much of my first week was a lie. I can't believe I trusted him. Ben? The sound of my name enters my ears. I try as hard as I can to fight back the tears, but all I can do right now is wipe my eyes and hope I look presentable. Yeah? I turn to face my guest. Whoa, shit. Well, hello there, eyeballs. Like you know, water time. Ah, yes, the flying eyeballs. My favorite friend. It's you. I stare in shock as my ex-boyfriend's gaze burrows into my soul. What the fuck? It feels like my heart is being ripped out from my chest. Why can't I escape you? Why must you haunt every step of why must you haunt me every step of the way? I feel a rage seething within me. Oh, okay. And just like that, the figure changes into a familiar fox as he stands at the foot of the steps. What are you doing out here, silly? I let out a deep sigh. Nate! Is everything alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. He starts climbing the steps, getting closer and closer to me. Leave me alone! God, why does everyone ask me that question? I turn so my back is to him. It's so frustrating. Can't you all just mind your own business? I can still feel his presence behind me. Ah, go away! So the mask is starting to slip, huh? What he says sends a chill down my spine for some reason. What? Oh. Instead of walking away, Nate stands beside me with hands behind his back looking out at the sunset. I could tell, you know. He's being so cryptic right now. It's making me irrationally angry. What the hell are you talking about? I keep telling everyone I'm fine. Why doesn't anyone listen? Darling, it's okay. I just want to talk. I'd like right now is to be left alone, but something about how Nate's acting right now. Fine. It's putting me at ease. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, y'all, go ahead and stick around for the end of the video, thanking our patrons, and I love you all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!